Go.
This is my audience. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
You're welcome.
We need to talk is a phrase used in relationships when it encounters interpersonal issues and things need to be fixed. Relationship communication problems constitute for the majority of these bumps. Studies have shown that the less talk is often the most simplest and effective way to avoid the we need to talk scenario. My name is Crystal McDaniel, and I'll be talking to you about relationships and communication issues. I'll explain to you the importance of communication in a relationship and how to fix any issues that may have already unveiled. Communication is the glue in a relationship that holds the two people together. Without it, you are merely in a dead-end situation. Communication is essential for a man and a woman to coexist in the same household. The facts that I will be stating in this speech today will provide insight on how to keep communication alive in your relationship and how to resolve any issues that may have already unraveled. All things marital start ending with communication. Marriage failures occur when lines for communication break down and couples are merely no longer communicating verbally. According to Psychology Today, breakdowns in communication occur all too often and usually lead to a wide range of social problems such as violence, hurt feelings, divorce, and even anger. Failure to effectively communicate is more of a problem with both people instead of just the one person. The key to intelligent communication is to not lose your cool. Do not try to discuss things when you're angry. It is important to communicate with your spouse when you both can say what you want to say honestly and directly. Do not try to have a conversation in the heat of the moment, thus not expressing your true feelings. Psychology problems that follow communication issues are simply thoughts of infidelity. It can be anything as simple as the silence in a relationship. One person may feel a lack of love and fulfillment. One person may feel as though the other person may be seeking communication and understanding from elsewhere. Sexual and physical contact may cease as well. Simple solutions to these communication issues can be to just simply sit down and find time to talk with the person. Open up, be honest about how you're feeling. Let your true feelings be known. Women especially need to be more persistent and more direct about what they want in a relationship. Men as well need to learn to compromise. Make yourself available to communicate when there is an issue. Sit down and talk things out. Reaching a common ground in a relationship is a simple conclusion to all of this. Putting the effort in to make it last. Don't be so quick to end the relationship. Communication is key, and always remember that silence speaks volumes. Just listen. That concludes my speech today. Now I'm going to go to my audience for any questions or comments that they may have.
Do you believe that nonverbal communication is just as important as verbal communication?
It is very much important as verbal communication.
Why so?
Because body language can send off a lot of bad vibes and good vibes. If you're sitting in a way that's offensive to the person that you're speaking with, it's going to let them know that, hey, I'm really not concerned about what you're saying. But if you are in an erect position where you're sitting there listening, then your body language speaks volumes as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
So how do you communicate with somebody who has the same temperament as you, as far as your views on communication or your views, your likes or dislikes? How do you communicate with somebody if you speak with your emotion and the person that you're talking to speaks with their emotion? How do y'all communicate or try to break that divide if they're just as honorary as you?
I would say get a pen and paper and write it down, pass it to the person.
Right notes.
But to be more serious about it, in that situation is where compromise will come in. Because when you compromise, you come to a level of, you lay your stuff out on the table, I'm going to lay my stuff out on the table. You have your turn to speak, I have my turn to speak. As long as it's not to the point to where you're both being bullheaded, talking over each other, yelling and arguing, because at that moment, then the two of you are going to shut down, then the issue won't be resolved at all. Anybody else? Yes?
How do you stop a conflict from becoming physical?
That's
or a confrontation,
to stop physical altercations simply, like you stated a few minutes ago, as far as if you both, have the same views as far as how communication goes. When you're getting to the point to where you feel your heart racing, you feel yourself getting out of breath, and you know it could become physical, then just walk away. Because nobody wants things to become physical. I mean, walking away can solve a lot of things. It can give you both time to settle down, cool down, calm down, and come back and talk about it later. Now, if it's one of those situations to where, okay, you have a person that likes to come behind you and nag, just get in your car and go. Drive off because, hey, they're not going to run after the car. They're going to be looking crazy. Anybody else?
My hand.
Okay, what happens when either he or myself are watching a particular program? For him, it might be sports. For me, it might be a comedy show that it's on, and that other person wants to communicate. Do you think it's on me to stop watching what I'm watching and listen to them, although they know I really like this show? Or do you think it's on them to understand that, you know, I could talk to her or him after that show is over, or, you know, maybe during the commercials? Do you think it's on the person watching or the person who wants to speak?
With that situation, it's simple, because if the person you're with knows you and knows your temperaments, knows that, okay, this is her favorite show, I'm not going to interrupt her, then they should have enough courtesy to say, I'm going to let her watch her show, then I'm going to address the issues later. Or with today's society, we have TiVo, we have DVR, you can pause live TV. If it's so important, pause it. Record it, start recording it, and then sit down and have a discussion, because it should never get to a point to where you put materialistic things, TV shows, music videos, anything of that nature over the person that you're supposed to be in a relationship with. Nothing should come before that communication time.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you guys for being here to participate in this with me. Thank you for your answers and your questions and your comments. And that will conclude today's speech on relationships and communication issues.